Hello, welcome to Health Info Channel. Many people find their constipation worsens when the cold wind starts to blow and the weather gets chilly. This is because reduced activity in cold weather also slows down bowel movements, leading to the onset or worsening of constipation. Especially in winter, as indoor and outdoor environments become dry, the body can become dehydrated and water is absorbed in the large intestine, hardening the stool and exacerbating constipation. If constipation persists, stool stays in the large intestine for a long time, allowing toxins to be absorbed. These harmful substances and toxins in the intestines can increase the risk of colitis, colon polyps, and colon cancer, and can even cause dementia and stroke. However, eating one apple every day can protect your gut health. This is because apples are rich in pectin and act as a prebiotic themselves. You might be unfamiliar with prebiotics, right? Prebiotics are non-digestible dietary fibers that promote the growth and activity of beneficial bacteria in the gut. This component is effective not only in softening stool accumulated in the stomach, thereby alleviating constipation symptoms, but also helps those who suffer from severe flatulence or stool odor. In fact, one study showed that when participants ate 2 apples a day for 2 weeks, beneficial bacteria increased and the concentration of ammonia and sulfides in their stool decreased. Apples also help regulate peristalsis in the intestines, aiding in digestive and gut health management. So how should you eat apples for the best benefits? Next, I'll share a method to absorb all the nutrients in apples, boosting their benefits by 8 times. How to maximize apple benefits by 8 times. The best way to maximize the benefits of apples is to eat them with the skin on. This is because most of the beneficial vitamin C in apples is contained in the skin and the pulp directly beneath it. The abundant vitamin C in apples is reported to reduce active oxygen, suppressing the occurrence of skin cancer and lowering the risk of stomach, oral, lung, pancreatic, and uterine cancers. Even more surprisingly, the flavonoid component in apples suppresses cancer and prevents tumor proliferation. It's known to reduce the risk of lung cancer by 44% to 50%, and prostate cancer by 47%. The astonishing fact is that these amazing flavonoid compounds are 8 times more abundant in apple. Peels and polyphenols are 3 times more abundant. Therefore, remember that eating apples with the skin on is crucial. However, to eat apples with the skin on, you should wash them thoroughly under running water to remove pesticide residues. Soak them in water for about 5 minutes, and then wash them again thoroughly under running water before eating. 3 foods to eat with apples for a medicinal boost. Next, let's look at 3 foods that become a medicinal boost when eaten with apples. 1. Carrots. While eating apples alone helps with constipation, adding carrots can create a synergistic effect in removing stubborn stool. The insoluble dietary fiber in carrots absorbs water in the intestines, increasing stool volume, which in turn stimulates peristalsis. This not only prevents constipation but also helps with colon cancer prevention by facilitating easier expulsion of waste and toxins. In fact, several studies have reported that a higher fiber intake is associated with a lower risk of colon cancer. Thanks to these incredible benefits, carrots are sometimes called natural laxatives. Furthermore, many people drink carrot juice in the morning for eye health and skin beauty. When apples are added to this, you can enjoy not only a great taste but also eye health, constipation prevention, anti-aging benefits, and blood sugar control. This combination offers a wide range of benefits because both apples and carrots contain antioxidants, contributing to anti-aging and chronic disease prevention. Also, both foods have a low glycemic index, helping to maintain stable blood sugar levels, making them effective for diabetes prevention and management. However, to increase the absorption rate of carrot nutrients by up to 7 times, it's better to cook carrots and eat them with oil rather than raw. This is the best way to maximize vitamin A absorption. Here's a tip-filled recipe. A natural apple and carrot juice that helps prevent constipation, supports eye health, and prevents chronic diseases. Ingredients: 1 apple, 1 carrot, 200 ml water, 1 tablespoon honey, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 teaspoon cinnamon powder. Instructions: wash the apple thoroughly, soak it in water for 5 minutes to remove pesticide residues, and cut it into appropriate sizes with the skin on. Wash the carrot thoroughly with the skin on. Cut it into appropriate sizes, and steam it for 5 minutes. Put the apple, carrot, and all other ingredients into a blender, and blend until smooth. Your natural apple and carrot juice is ready. This natural apple and carrot juice is a diabetes-friendly drink that even those who usually avoid fruit due to blood sugar concerns can enjoy without worry. We recommend making and drinking a glass every day, starting today to prevent constipation and improve skin and eye health. 2. Cinnamon. Generally, fruits contain high sugar content, which can raise blood sugar more quickly. In contrast, apples contain relatively low sugar and are rich in dietary fiber, making them a helpful fruit that gently raises blood sugar. Cinnamon is also a food that helps regulate blood sugar levels, so consuming both together can provide even more help with blood sugar control. Furthermore, both apples and cinnamon are rich in antioxidants, which help prevent cell damage and strengthen the immune system, contributing to anti-aging and chronic disease prevention, especially in seasons like now when immunity tends to drop. Consistent consumption of these two foods can offer many health benefits. Did you know that applying heat to apples actually increases the antioxidant effect of their polyphenol compounds? Even more? When apples are cooked, their cell walls break down, making polyphenols easier to extract and increasing their bioavailability, thus boosting their antioxidant effect. Here's a helpful tip. For those with sensitive stomachs who experience heartburn, when eating apples on an empty stomach, pay attention. This method involves baking apples and sprinkling cinnamon powder on them. Baked apples are easier to digest than raw apples, and heating softens the apple's fiber, reducing the burden on the stomach. Cinnamon, traditionally known to aid digestion, has anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties that benefit gastrointestinal health. Therefore, the combination of baked apples and cinnamon can be easily consumed by people with sensitive stomachs, and can also be beneficial for those with diabetes or those who need blood sugar control. Here's how to make baked apple with cinnamon. Ingredients: apple, cinnamon powder, olive oil. Instructions: cut the apple in half with the skin on, remove the core and slice it. Heat a frying pan over medium-low heat. Add a suitable amount of olive oil and bake the apple slices until golden brown. Sprinkle cinnamon powder over the well-baked apple. Your baked apple with cinnamon, beneficial for stomach health, gut health, and blood sugar control, is complete. It has a soft texture and a sweet honey-like taste that's delicious. Nuts. Nuts like walnuts and almonds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants, which help reduce inflammation and support lung health. They are also packed with healthy fats, protein, vitamin E, and magnesium, benefiting cardiovascular health and brain function. Did you know that apples also help strengthen lung function? In fact, researchers in the UK reported that people who ate at least 2 apples a week had about a 22% to 23% lower risk of developing asthma than those who didn't. Additionally, researchers at a renowned university in the UK announced that eating more apples strengthened lung function and reduced the risk of respiratory diseases, like asthma, compared to eating fewer apples. Furthermore, it has been confirmed that eating plenty of apples can help repair lungs damaged by smoking, and even for non-smokers, it can slow down the rate of lung function decline due to aging. Therefore, for cardiovascular health, respiratory disease prevention, and enhanced lung function, eat apples and nuts together. We've covered a lot about apples today. To summarize, to maximize apple benefits by 8 times. Eat apples with the skin on. Foods that become a medicinal boost when eaten with apples. Carrots, cinnamon, and nuts. We also covered the natural apple and carrot juice for constipation prevention, eye health and chronic diseases, and baked apple with cinnamon for blood sugar control, stomach health, and gut health. Apples are great whether eaten raw, with the skin on, baked, or blended into a juice. Today, I've shared ways to maximize the health benefits of apples and consume them healthily, along with various apple recipes. I hope you incorporate these tips into your routine and stay healthy. If there's a topic you'd like to know more about, please leave a comment. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, like, turn on notifications, and share it with your loved ones. Thank you for watching until the end. Have a healthy and happy day.